Hello friends, welcome to my channel Karthik's ICSE Learning. So today we are going to learn some different types of diseases. First we are going to start with bronchitis. So let's get on. So basically what is bronchitis? It is a disease of the windpipe or the bronchial tubes which is there in your lungs, which leads the nasal tract from nose to the lungs and the alveoli, where the blood gets purified. But in this disease the blood does not gets purified because the air is get infected within the nasal tract. So let me explain you. So bronchitis is a disease of bronchial tubes, that is called as wind pipes, which is caused due to inhalation of infected sputum of an infected person. So when you go nearby to a person who is suffering from bronchitis, you can have this disease transferred from him to you or her to you. You can copy down the definition. You can even copy down by pausing the video. I hope you have copied it. So now bronchitis is of two types. First is acute and second is chronic. First I will explain acute, then chronic. So acute bronchitis can also be told as the first stage of chronic bronchitis or first stage of bronchitis. It is due to getting close with an infected person, that is inhaling sputum. Sputum is the nosy which comes from your nose while you have fever or cough. So if you are with a person who is infected with bronchitis and by mistake you inhale his or her sputum when he coughs or he or she coughs or sneezes, so you can have this disease. Then if you are using his or her things, the infected person's things, if you are sharing any of your things with you, so you can have this disease. And it is a disease for a limited time span until you cure it, or else the acute can take place into can convert into chronic. So you can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. Now I will tell you symptoms of acute bronchitis. First is shortness of breath. Second is chest pain. Third is runny nose. That is, the sputum is constantly coming out of your nose and leading to shortness of breath. As the air is not getting exchanged, the pure blood is not getting exchanged with the impure blood, and the exchange of gases, that is O2 and CO2, does not take place, so there is shortness of breath. And yes, there is chest pain due to shortness of breath. These are symptoms for acute bronchitis. You can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. So now we are going to talk about chronic bronchitis. When acute bronchitis is not treated properly, it can take place of chronic bronchitis. Yes, this is the second stage of bronchitis. Because if you are not curing the acute bronchitis well, you will not be able to cure chronic bronchitis, because it is much more deadlier, much more effective than the acute bronchitis. So its symptoms are excessive removal of sputum. For treating bronchitis, you need a bit of patience, because it is not going to be treated in a day or two. It requires a month, so you have to be very patient and calm. You can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. So now we are going to talk about causes of bronchitis. Uh, the first cause is it can be caused due to bacteria or bacterial infection, pollutants, smoking, or dust. So this can be caused by bacterial infection, pollutants, smoking, dust, and etc. Many things which causes irritation to your nasal tract. Second is swelling of the windpipe. Third is swelling of inner lining of trachea. There are many more causes which can cause bronchitis. You can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. So the most important cause which causes bronchitis is influenza A and influenza B. These are the two viruses. Sorry, these are the two viruses which causes that bronchitis. So now we are going to learn the symptoms of bronchitis. You can note it down. I hope you have noted it. Symptoms. So the symptoms are removal of white, gray or green mucus, that is sputum, then wheezing, excessive cough. These are all are the symptoms of bronchitis. There are many symptoms. So fever and chills and you first copy it down. I'll give you more further because the space I'm not able to write it. You can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. Next is fatigue, that is you feel tired. Then block or runny nose. Then you also have chest discomfort. These are all are the symptoms of bronchitis that causes that indicates you that you have bronchitis. Now we are going to learn about some treatment measures or preventive measures so that you do not get into a trouble or a disease like bronchitis. First is you should not go out in dust, or you should not smoke. That is the main reason that can cause bronchitis. Then you should be away from the infected person. You should be properly vaccinated and take proper medicines at time. These all measures can save you from getting into a disease like bronchitis. So you can copy it down.
सब भेजिए सर, मैं आपको एरर भी देता हूँ सबको। हो गए 3-4 दिन हो गए। ठीक है, मैं चेक कर लूँ। ठीक है।
So now there is another disease called as pneumonia. There is also a lung disease which we are going to talk about. So coming up with pneumonia. P is silent, you don't call it as pneumonia, it's pneumonia. So it's also a lung disease. It can cause one section of the lung or both the sections of the lung. One section, if it causes one section of the lung, it is called as lobar pneumonia, and if it causes both the sections, then it is called as bronchopneumonia. lungs, which is called as lobar pneumonia, or if it causes both the lungs, it is called as bronchopneumonia. So you need to remember this. You can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. So now we are going to learn about causes. There are many causes that cause pneumonia. When you inhale protozoa, fungi, bacteria, viruses, so and if they are not getting stuck into your mucus, they can reach to your alveoli, which can by which the alveoli gets infected, and this disease is caused. And the second is bacteria Diplococcus pneumoniae. The first cause is when you breathe in air which is infected by viruses or bacteria or fungi or protozoa. It can reach to your alveoli. And second is it is caused by a bacteria called as this is a system of writing the name of a bacteria or a virus or a fungi or a protozoa. It's a bacteria. So you can copy it down. So I hope you have copied it. So the mode of spread of this disease is sitting beside an infected person. Yes, if he or she coughs or sneezes, it can happen to you. The infected bacteria can go inside your lungs and reach the alveoli, and you can cause the same disease. So now we are going to learn about symptoms of pneumonia. First is air does not mix with the blood. Second is chest pain occurs. Third is coughing. Is fever. In all the lung diseases you will have fever, or in some you cannot have fever. The fourth is inflammation in the tissues. So these are the symptoms of pneumonia. You can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. Now there are some preventive and treatment measures. So the first is the person should not go outside in cold. The person should not go outside in cold, and warm clothes should be provided to him or her. The person should not go outside in cold, otherwise he may catch this disease. And warm clothes and heater, yes, heater, because of the warmth that they provide, you can even go for that. These two things must be provided to the person. You should wear thick clothes if necessary. Third is not going anywhere during much of air pollution. And fifth is getting vaccinated. That is very common in every disease that you are suffering through. Yes, getting vaccinated is the main thing, and taking medicines at the correct time. So you can copy it down. hope you have copied it. So now we are going to another disease that is called as tuberculosis. That is, its short form is TB. So this disease is also a lung disease. Yes, this disease is also a lung disease. You may have been through this disease, or someone of your near one has been through this disease. There is excessive coughing. There is coughing with blood even. Sometimes when it's chronic, it is caused by a virus called as Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. You need to underline the whole thing because it's a rule by the biology department. So you can copy it down. So now we are going to learn much about tuberculosis. They are of two types: pulmonary and non-pulmonary. The causes are the same, the symptoms are the same, but just the location is different. The pulmonary tuberculosis occurs in lungs, and this occurs in muscles. Yes, probably muscles of the lung, not anywhere else muscles. So you can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. So causes of TB are: first is living in an unhealthy place. Second is getting closer with someone who has this disease. That is when you can inhaling of infected sputum. And the third is eating less nutritious food. These are the causes which leads to a disease called as tuberculosis. Living in an unhealthy place, when you are living in an unhealthy place which is more of this virus, that is mycobacterium tuberculosis, and if you are with someone who is having this disease, if he or she coughs on you or sneezes on you by mistake and you inhale the infected sputum, you can have this disease. And the third is eating less nutritious food. Eating junk food may cause your immune system to be weak. Yes, so that's why breastfeeding for first 6 months is very necessary for getting your immune as good as best as possible. So you can copy it down. So I hope you have copied it. So symptoms of these diseases are: there is breathlessness, that is, there is difficult to breathe. Sometimes the mucus chokes up in the windpipe or the alveoli in the lungs, which causes you less shortness of breath. And there is sometimes fever. Second is weakness or fatigue. The third is loss of appetite. Which causes loss of weight. Persistent cough with or without blood. So these are some symptoms of tuberculosis. You can copy it down. I hope you have copied. there are some preventive measures to cure this disease. First is isolation, or you can also say quarantine. You should isolate the person, his utensils, his everything, that is his towels, napkins, his utensils, his clothes, everything that you are even using to his even mobile or anything that he uses, because the infection can get into that thing, and if you even touch that, you can get infection. So isolation of the patient is very important. The second is eating well nourished food. Yes, you should eat a good food, such as which is good, very nice in nutrients, that is vitamins, proteins, minerals and all. You should not eat junk food. Third is you should live in healthy places. You should live in healthy places, not at places where there is more of dust or less of more of garbage, and so that the infection can come to you very at a much more speed. And should not go out in dusty places, which causes irritation in the lungs, and you can cause this disease, you can have this disease. So there is also many treatment methods, you can copy it down. I hope you have copied it. PAS, para amino salicylic acid. And sulfanilamide, and also streptomycin, these medicines can cure the tuberculosis disease, so you can copy it down. This is a much more likely question to be asked in board exams. So I hope you have copied it. This was the end of this lecture. In the next lecture, we are going to learn about venereal diseases, that is sexually transmitted diseases. And if you are new to the channel, you can subscribe it. You can also like the video if you like the video, and don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you.